This is advice that I wish someone told me when I was revising for my GCSE exams, when I was revising in year 7, year 8, year 9, basically when I was revising for my exams. Now I don't know about you, but when I was doing my revision I used to sit there for hours and hours and hours until I've learned a topic. Now I'm not just talking part of the topic. Say for example, I had a test coming up about photosynthesis and respiration. I would sit there for ages until I've learned all the way from the beginning to the end of that topic. Now, what I would do is that I would make sure I've learnt the whole topic, and then after that I'd be like, okay, now I need to test myself, now I need to see have I actually learned anything. And that's where I was making the mistake, and I want to make sure that you're not making that mistake either. Instead of waiting until right at the end of where you've learned everything, what you need to do is you need to break up your revision into smaller chunks. Now, in between those smaller chunks, you need to test yourself. So essentially, you're testing yourself in between learning, right, instead of right at the end. So basically what you need to do is you need to split your study session into smaller bits. If you're learning all about photosynthesis, break that up into smaller parts. Now, after you've learned a little bit, now test yourself, give yourself a quiz, make some flashcards and test yourself with them. Now, if your teacher at school has given you some homework, if she's given you some work that you've done in class where you've answered questions, go check and see if you can actually answer those questions that relate to what you've just learned about, rather than waiting all the way at the end. If you're testing yourself in between learning, you're actually identifying, do I actually know that before I can move on, and making sure that you fully grasp it until you get to the right at the end where you think, oh my god, I don't know the whole topic. At least this way you're taking it a step at a time, and it'll help you to grasp the whole thing rather than stressing out right at the end.